What's going on, y'all? So I am back. Like I said, I'm recording in my office, as you can see, because I wanted to get at least one of the videos up that I didn't get up last night. I had some family things to take care of, but the easier video to get up is Black Ink Crew because it's not necessarily as much that's going on into details, and I don't have to do all the theatrics and whatever. But thank you for bearing with me. Like I said, I had some family stuff to take care of. That's the only reason why either I'm sick or it's some family related stuff. That's the only reason why you would not get a video on the actual date that you supposed to. But anyway, this is Black Ink Crew season 6, episode 4, Second City. Welcome, Kitty. Okay, so the episode really wasn't much. And to be quite honest, I'm actually liking the flow of these episodes, meaning they are given just the right amount of drama. And it's not too scripted seeming. It's a right amount of entertainment for me. Okay. So I'm actually liking the pace of the show. They're not giving us too much too soon. That's what it is. They're not starting off with the fuck shit right away. So, you have Plug. He was out there, trying to teach Charmaine how to do the little voguing and stuff or whatever, and talking about something he wanted to go to a ball and all that. I have never been to a ball, and I need to make it my business to get to one. I was supposed to go to one during Pride, but I missed out on it. I'm so mad. I missed out on it because I went to another event that was happening at the same time, and that event was not even popping the way that I thought it would be. So I really was mad at that. But anyway, Drea comes into the shop. Everybody is talking about what happened with Zach and her, and them being together and all that stuff, and his antics. And at this point, people are just basically over Zach, and Jesse is like, this is not what I want. And the same thing with Charmaine. She like, this ain't what I wanted into the shop or whatever for us to. Yeah, I'm recording on my phone, so it looked like I'm looking over here, but the camera over here, it's weird. It's weird, but whatever. iPhone users, you get exactly what I'm talking about. But they just don't want the drama, and that's all that Zach did. He brought drama into the shop for no reason at the little party. Well, not necessarily the shop, but it's gonna spill over into the shop. And this probably why Jesse was like, we don't want no personal relationships like that in the shop, because look at the mess that's happening right now. And then you got Ryan. He finally went on ahead and got him a new place. You got Don and Ford, his mother, helping him set up or whatever, and she want him to put these pictures up with him and Rachel and all this stuff. He like, that's the past for right now. I gotta move on from that. Fly, he was up there telling Lil West Side Dreads. I don't know his name. He is the only one, because he wasn't on last week's episode. He is the only one that I don't know. Lil Dread, Lil Locks, that's what I'm calling him, Lil West Side Locks. Telling him about what happened with him and Zach, and basically how, he's not about to let this boy come at him the way that he's coming at him, and get him so riled up, because he is on parole for aggravated assault against a police officer. He had to take anger management, and so he not trying to go to jail for no nigga, and that's what it should be. And he got, he come from a smaller shop on the west side. He got the opportunity to work at Second City Inc., and this is his second chance, and he's not trying to fuck it up. Speaking of Zach, he go over there to see Drea to try to apologize, but Zach is not wrapped too tight. The way that he was coming off, Drea and Zach never confirmed that they were boyfriend and girlfriend, and he was acting very controlling, possessive, narcissistic, misogynistic. That's what she was saying too. She said he reminds her of her ex-boyfriend, and that's not what she wants. He talking about something. I was just trying to protect you. I was just trying to protect you. You don't need to be dancing up on nobody else. Oh, so it's okay if I dance up on you, but nobody else. You not my man. And at the thing, basically, I feel like, Dre, you should have put that on the offset. See, this is what happens when we give out the coochie and we give up the dick right off the way, and some people get confused as to what it is. Okay, just because we fucking don't mean that we together. We have to establish these rules right off the bat. And she's saying all this stuff about how she having second doubts about him or whatever, but then later on she go ahead and fuck him and tell him to make nice at the shop. That's basically it. And I'm just like, okay, girl. Speaking of Ryan, he wakes up in his new place, and he was saying this the best sleep that he got in a while. and he's feeling better. He's feeling a little bit at peace. That's what he needed. He needed some place to feel home, and now he does. Don and Ashley. Don and Ashley arguing like an old married couple. I actually like them now. Like I'm when I say I like them now, I always like Don, even though he was on some fuck shit. I called him out on his bullshit, but he do seem like he's trying to change and trying to become a better person. Ashley used to get on my goddamn nerves, but for some reason this season Ashley has not been getting on my nerves, and I actually like them together, and they actually fit into what a married couple kind of is, a young married couple is. She's cancer free, so she's just being busy with her shop, her salon, and she's trying to hurry up and do some stuff so she can get to a client. And Don talking about something, he want to go to the club and be the wingman for Ford and Ryan. She like, first of all, you're a married man and you shouldn't be doing that. Second of all, do you not know your past? Okay, I still don't trust you. And at this point, Ashley, let me tell you something. You are still with this man. You still laid down and had another baby with this man. You are committed to remarry this man in Africa, whatever. Renew your vows and all this stuff. And if you don't trust him at this point, why are you still with him? And I know they just putting it on, but at one point or another, you're going to have to say, I trust you, or let that shit go. You can't keep on hounding him and, keeping tracks on him or whatever, because how can you be in a relationship if you don't trust them? You know what I'm saying? But they cute or whatever. She like, if you want to be a wingman, I can be a wing woman. So that's what I'm gonna do. I do like the fact that in Second City Inc., you got these thug ass niggas that look like they been in the streets all the time. You Plug and not Plug, but Fly and Lil West Side nigga. I don't know his name. Put down in the comments what's his name. Okay, I gotta look him up. But and they're so accepting of Plug and his life and his who he is. They were egging him on and hyping him up about flipping, doing backflips in his boots or whatever, his high heel boots and everything. And even when Fly Dad came there to get a tattoo, he even went over there and acknowledged him, and it was all to the good. Mind you, Fly Dad just got out of prison a week ago. Producer said, what did he go to prison for? You gonna have to ask that man that. I said, I know that's right. I ain't finna put his business out, but he wanted to get a gorilla tattoo with a cigar in his mouth, and they was just having a little father-son conversation, basically saying, "Damn, his daddy look young as shit." If Fly is the oldest of 9 kids, how old is the daddy and how old is the mama? If the daddy look young like that, black don't crack, but damn, still, you know what I'm saying? He looked young. He looked like his big brother. That's what he looked like. But other than that, he was just telling him how proud he is of what he's become, coming from the situation that they've been in, and, just keep up that and don't ruin his chances over anybody. Don't let nothing ruin his chances. And then we get to the part where Don got Ford and Ryan at the club, and it's really not popping the way that he thought it would be. Ryan don't really give a shit about it. Ashley, she out there with her girls. They about to come out and do their thing or whatever. She about to be the wing woman, and then they wind up at the same club. Don looking like, ain't this about a bitch? He sends over some drinks and a little note on the tab that says, do you, boo-boo, because we not finna do this back and forth. I'm gonna let you do what you gotta do. You just gotta learn to trust me and let me go out on my own and know that I'm gonna be all to the good. And so Ryan was really waiting on his friend, okay, and that friend just so happened to be Kitty, all right. And so now the mess, I don't know, I need to know the time frame. Is this after, they did put a clip in from New York when Sky put Kitty on blast, so is this after all of that happened with Caesar or whatever? Ryan said, Caesar his friend, Kitty his friend, they've been knowing each other for a while, so it shouldn't be a problem with them being friends. He don't know what they got going on. Truth be told, if anything, they're going to try to play it up to make it seem like there was something or is something or possibly be something going on between Ryan and Kitty, when the truth is there is nothing going on between them. Because given Ryan talking about all this loyalty and, friends and family and stuff like that, I don't see him doing anything like that to Caesar behind his back without even talking to him first. So ain't nothing going on between Kitty and Ryan. She was in town for business, and so he told her to come through. They finna go out on the town, go bar hopping, and that's basically what was it. um Next thing you know, the end of the episode, Zach finally, you got the shop. They talking about at Second City Inc. Talking about a little silly shit. Have you ever had sex with a client while you was giving them a tattoo? Drea said her boyfriend was fingering her while she was giving him the tattoo. I said, girl, no, okay? And then Zach comes up in there. Mind you, he had already told Drea that nobody else was talking to him in the shop. And so the tension kind of shifted when Zach came in there. And I was just like, Zach got to go. Zach got to go. They get into talking, and next thing you know, they start talking about tattooing and talking about who gives the best tattoos in the shop. Zach is talking about how he's the best, he's the best. They was like, nigga, you only been tattooing for 3 years. And then him and Fly get into it. Fly been tattooing for 8. Then he goes at Jess, if I was tattooing for 10 years, I'd be better than you too. And everybody was like, it's not necessarily a competition, because I think it was Zach who was the one who brought it up. It's not a competition. It's, you doing too much. You need to humble yourself. Your ego is just way too much, and that's what he was doing. And so you already got into it once with Fly. Why would you put yourself in a situation where you're going to get into it again with this boy? Okay? And then Fly, you need to learn how, you say you got anger problem, you need to learn how to just walk away and not let people get to you like that, because you finna jeopardize your parole going back to jail for fucking this nigga up. No, we not finna do that, because then they was about to get into a fight, and they had to break that shit up and tell Zach to take his ass home. And then Flag, you going after outside after him, you should have just stayed in the shop. Let that bitch go and do what he gotta do, and you stay here and be calm, cool, and collected, and that's what you gotta do. But anyway, I just don't see it for Zach. I really don't. You guys tell me how you felt about this episode. It was a nice episode. I actually liked it. You guys tell me how you feel, and I will see y'all later. Thank you once again for bearing with me, okay, and understanding. And I'll see y'all later. Peace.